it's Nancy with Nancy's Nibbles of Life, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Nancy and I'm on the WW plan, and I love bringing you videos centered around WW content. Sometimes I'll do a travel or a beauty vlog to keep things interesting, but mostly this is a channel for WW content. So it's here, guys, the new WW Personal Points Plan. Wow, are you ready to get into this new plan? I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the changes on the plan, what my thoughts are on the plan, and then I want to reveal to you my 0-point foods and my points for the day. Okay, you ready to get into it? Let's go! So like many of you, I was so excited to log in and find out what the big differences were between the old plan and the new plan, and also learn about things like, how many points am I going to have a day, what my 0-point foods were, So I was so happy to see that one of the first things that they had was this little bit of a menu on learning about the new WW Personal Points Plan. And there are 5 steps. Step 1, it says plan your way to success. And that really kind of speaks to the big change that WW is doing, which is kind of the psychological behavior aspects to weight loss and wellness journeys. Planning in advance, stopping and thinking about what you're doing and what foods you'll have. That part, section 1, really talks about that. And so I think that, again, that's one of the big changes in the old plan versus the new, really working on behavioral change. There's so many programs out there these days, for example, Noom, that focuses on behavior changes, because that can really help you in your weight loss journey. And I really am happy to see that WW has incorporated some of that to support us. So one of the first things it says is that we're a team. Your goals are our goals. And again, it just kind of talks you through planning. One of the cool things about the planning feature is that it has some templates in here. Planning templates, shopping lists, meal planning. So, I am always writing little notes down. I have a little pad on my refrigerator where I take notes about meals that I can make in the week. But the fact that they have the templates here in the app, it just makes your life so much easier. And again, I think that they're really focusing on making it easier on you, making sure that your behavior changes along with your diet, because that will really ensure kind of a long-term success. So really cool to see that WW has done that. And then step 2 is eat up. It talks about your personal points. Of course, one of the first things that you have to do when you log into the app is take a food quiz. And so there are questions about your health. There's a quick health assessment. And then there are questions like, hey, are you eating a lot of vegetables every day? Do you eat a lot of fruits every day? What about your proteins? And from those questions, they create your 0 food points list. So I love that part, because I was able to find out that some of my 0-point foods include things like popcorn. I love popcorn, and I have it almost every day for a snack. So 2 points are free. I get those back into my daily food point bank, because now it's on my 0 points list. So I think the way that WW has done this is that they are not really putting a limit on some of those 0-point foods. For example, things that I've never seen 0 points, things like potatoes and rice on the plan, regardless of if previously you were on the green plan or the blue plan, those are now 0-point foods. So, if you're having 0-point potatoes, I bet you that your daily points may, be reduced a little bit. But look at all those 0-point foods that you're able to add into your day. So be sure to take that quiz, and they really stress that you be honest about your favorites, because that's how you're going to get that 0 points food list, and that's how you'll be successful and stay within your point range, because you're eating all the foods that you love. So I do really like that. Step 3, it talks about while tracking is important. This is a cornerstone of the WW plan, the tracking aspect. I think that WW has, to me, there's no greater tracking food program out there than WW. I've seen a lot of them, but the ease of WW just really allows you to be accountable in your day. It allows you to kind of assess what else you can eat in the day or the week or the weekend, and just really is such a simple way to, again, stay accountable on what you're eating. The food bank that they have, or I should say the database of foods that they have, it's just, it goes on and on and on and on. So any food that you could think of, I'm surprised sometimes when I go to the grocery store and I scan an item and it's there. The tracking feature on WW, just in my opinion, it can't be beat. So it talks about why tracking helps you lose weight, a great thing to read. Step 4, how to earn your personal points. Now here we are. I think this is the big difference between the last plan and this plan. You know, some of the ways, of course, that you could earn extra points are the vegetables. It talks about eating your non-starchy vegetables. So when you get your new app, you'll see that you have a number of daily points, your weekly points, and then of course there's a section where you're adding your breakfast, lunch, and dinners. But then also there is a water feature and a vegetable feature. And if you're drinking 60 ounces of water a day, you click that little button and you get an extra point for the day. If you've had a non-starchy vegetable, you click that little button and you get an extra point a day. After you've taken your quiz, it'll give you a fitness goal for the day. If you've hit your fitness goal, click that little button and you get an extra point for the day. I think that's awesome. 3 extra points in your food bank if you hit those fitness goals. Someone like me, I'm really motivated to get those extra points. So I'm really hoping it'll help me, you know, in my weight loss journey, move a little more, drink a little more water, and eat more vegetables, especially those those fiber vegetables, because they keep you full. So maybe it will curb things like snacking. So it talks about that vegetable, how you can earn that point, drinking those 60 ounces of water to add an extra point to your day. And then it gives you ideas on how you can drink that much water in a day, which is great because not everybody loves water. I have things like, you know, my Mio or my Crystal Light that I add to my water because I'm one of those people that just can't drink plain water. So, and then it talks about activity points and how it could be personalized to you. And then there is a new join our new Connect groups about earning. So I love Connect. You know, what a great community on WW's platform. You could join a couple of new groups and learn about how to earn extra activity points. So that's really cool. And then of course, move your body, ways to ramp up your daily fitness. So again, that's when you log into the app, you'll see here it says learn about the new WW program, and then of course your dashboard kind of looks the same with your daily and your weekly points. So let's talk about my daily and my weekly points and also my 0-point foods. After I did my assessment, I learned that I have 26 points every day and another opportunity to earn 3 more points with my water, fitness, and vegetable goals. So 29 points for the day. To me, that's really doable. I could certainly do that, especially given my 0-point foods. So let me talk to you about what I decided to do about my 0-point foods. You know, I mentioned the more 0-point foods that you have, it's likely your daily points will be less. So I kind of stuck to what I was already doing on the blue plan. My eggs are free, my lean protein is free, or 0 I should say. Corn is still free for me. Vegetables are free. Fruit is not free anymore because I don't eat a lot of it, so I didn't want to include that. But those pretty much that's the basics for me. Vegetables, eggs, seafood, and lean protein are 0 points for me. And I think that I could do that with 20, possibly 29 points for the day, but 26, I got that. You know, I could totally do that. So if you're watching my channel and you have seen me prepare recipes, to me they're going to be so similar to the blue plan because my 0-point foods are basically the same. What about you? What did you decide to do for 0-point foods? I think it's really cool that things like potatoes, you know, are there so that you can have a well-rounded dinner. You know, lean proteins, your starch, and your vegetable. You know, that really is great. And some people, you know, they prefer that. I like to have a low-carb dinner at night. So the fact that veggies really allow me to earn an extra point and are still 0, I really love that. So 26 points for the day for me, but I get possibly 3 more if I hit my goals. And then I have 28 weeklies. So, you know, that has taken a hit for me. I'm used to having more. Also, I learned that if you reset your tracking day, you could do that in the settings. You know, if you, whatever day that you normally weigh in, if you set that day up for whatever day, for example, I like Wednesdays. I like to reset midweek. So I can change that. So even though this new plan started on a Monday, I moved it to Wednesday for me so that my points restart on a Wednesday. So that's it for my daily points and my 0-point foods. Let's talk about some of the other features that this app has. One of the things that I was a little bummed out about were my cookbooks. You know, my cookbooks, I love them from the WW program, and the recipes are, you know, they talk about, hey, this recipe is so many points on the green or the blue or the purple plan. And so with the color-coded plans going away, I'll have to recalculate all of those recipes to kind of fit with the new plan. But the good news is that this app has tons of recipes. So they recommend recipes based on your foods and your daily point and your free foods. So, you know, take a look at that. Still tons of recipes that you could find on the app. And I'm sure that the recipes that are in the cookbooks, if I just type them in, they will come up and then I will see the new point value for those recipes. So I'm sure new cookbooks are on the way, but it's great that this app has the recipes. And so member posts are here, really cool. Of course, you could buy the apps, and I love to see videos of snacks still on the app, I should say. And I love to see that there are workouts here. The meditation feature is still on the app. So really cool. You know, I think the WW app does a really good job at having everything all in one place. So my final thoughts on the new plans are, to me, I don't see a huge difference. You know, my daily point value is about the same. My 0-point foods are about the same. I like that every day I can potentially earn more points for food based on my activities, how much water that I'm drinking, and my vegetables. So I do like that because it kind of takes the pressure off, you know. If you have 3 points extra in your day, you could have that pudding cup, you know, for dessert at night and not kind of dip into your weeklies. So I think I'm gonna hold off my final assessment after a few weeks, because one of the things that I am thinking about is how rapidly am I gonna lose weight if I'm kind of eating the same amount of food. So, but maybe those incentives will help me burn off a little more food and, you know, allow me to lose a little extra weight. So I don't know, we'll see. What are your thoughts on the new plan? I hope that you've gone in and taken that quiz and, you know, you're happy about your 0-point foods and your daily points. I would love to know your thoughts. So let me know in the comments below. But, you know, lots of good recipes still from my channel. Expect to see those, especially in the weeks that are coming. We have Thanksgiving. We have, of course, the holiday, Christmas coming up, New Year's. So, you know, I am so happy to continue in my WW journey and share with you. And I hope that you share with me as well what you're learning and what you're eating. Okay guys, that's gonna do it for me. And guess what? I'll see you on the next video. If you like this content, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And guess what? I'll see you next time. Okay guys, bye.